Good afternoon, nieces and nephews. So this is a little update video that we're going to do here, just talking about the last application we did. So last application we did, we put down what we'll call Uncle Rico's Lawn Cocktail, and as you can see, we have started to kill some of the weeds. Now this isn't going to kill every single last weed because this is a selective herbicide. But everything you see this light green or lime green right out there on the lawn, it's not that deep, dark, beautiful stuff, is the weeds that are dying. This stuff right here, this Johnson's or Bahia grass, it's one of the two. That stuff's really, really hard to kill. And then also this right here, this POA is another really, really difficult one to kill. But as you see, everything is growing in nice and green. And going back over to my little favorite spot over here, that looks gorgeous. So what are we learning here? All right, so over here we put down the cocktail. Let's pick that up. We put down the cocktail and we see that it's working. I cut my grass exactly 7 days ago. It's coming in, but those weeds aren't coming back, and even what I treated out here on the flower bed isn't even coming back. So we know that the application that we did worked. What may have to happen is we may have to go back through in about a week and put down another application and do what's called a spot application. And we'll go ahead and we'll cover that when the time comes. Again, you can see all the stuff that's washing up from when we cut and we didn't bag what we were cutting. And that's gonna happen. This is one of the reasons why in lawn care, when you're cutting tall grass, you want to bag it, because this is what's going to happen every time you have a really, really heavy rain. I'm not too worried about it because I enjoy my time out here, and the work makes me feel better about myself at the end of the day. As you can see, that this back here, we didn't use the cocktail, we just used the Weed Be Gone. And it's doing a nice job of killing a lot of the broadleaf herbs. The broadleaf weeds, and couldn't be happier. That stuff works really well, but you got to put it down at the right rate, and that's what a lot of people have issues with. Is they don't put it down at the right rate. They don't let it sit on the lawn for a while, and they don't let it. They don't water it in. So what we did here is I put everything down on Sunday morning. I let it sit for a while, and then nature actually watered all this stuff in for me. I have not watered my grass but 3 times this season so far. So from April until now, I have not watered my grass at all. It's one of the cultural practices that I do is when I put down any kind of herbicide or pesticide or anything, I do it right before rain. One, that saves me saves me on my water bill. Another is that it gives a lot of those topical applications a whole lot more time to do its thing. And as you see here, our bug treatment that we didn't do too well because we got a lot of really fresh mole cricket dig spots. So I'm gonna have to go and either double my application, or what we can do is we can try another product. Back to the rain. All right, when the rain waters your lawn, it's going to put that water a whole lot deeper than you and your irrigation system could ever think about doing within a reasonable manner. And that's the reason why we save that irrigation until later on in the season. So I like to just put the water down as it's needed to help kind of put in any of these other stuff and let nature do the rest of it. The first part of the season where it's raining, we let nature do that. It's a whole lot easier. At the end of the season, where especially here in Georgia, June, July, and August, it doesn't rain that often. I think last year we went like 40 days without rain. And those 40 days, I had to run my irrigation system on a pretty consistent basis. Now, talking about watering, the target of what you're looking for in Bermuda, according to the University of Georgia and the University of Clemson studies that they did on turf grasses, particularly Tifoid 419, which is what I have, is about 1 inch per week. You don't have to put all that whole inch of water down at once. You can put that inch of water down in increments, and that's what I like to do. I like to put down about a ½ an inch one day, and then another ½ an inch the other day, and that usually brings us to about right where we need to be, depending on what's going on. But another thing you want to do is you want to do infrequent waterings. We don't want to water every single day, or we don't want to water 2 days back to back. Reason is because nature doesn't give us rain that way. And to make your grass a lot more drought resistant and drought tolerant, you're going to want those roots to grow down super duper deep. So infrequently watering your lawn, especially at the beginning of the season, or even just waiting for Mother Earth to water your lawn, is going to make those roots grow down much deeper and try to grab water from deeper in the soil. Deeper roots means that you're going to pull more nutrients out of the soil, which means that some of your amendments you don't have to do as heavily. So you don't have to put as much fertilizer, as much phosphorus down and much nitrogen down on the lawn, and it makes things better for you. But another thing that you want to do, talking about cultural practices, is mulching. If you've got a crazy salad out there of weeds in your lawn, I would highly recommend against mulching. But what I've got going on here, I mulch this. I don't think I've bagged this since 2 seasons ago. I mulch everything, so I just take all those nutrients that I'm paying for anyway, that I'm putting in the grass, and I chop them up and I put them right back down into my soil. So the next update that you all should see should be from tomorrow. We are going to go through and we're going to cut this down, and we're going to make everything look nice and even. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for checking out the channel, and I'd like for you to go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.